an idea proposed by former President Trump could curb waste and step in where our delinquent legislators are asleep on the job. He'd like to appoint Elon Musk to an efficiency commission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
kind of
talked about that.
Really good idea.
Yeah, they kind of talked about that in their Spaces interview, right? And he said, "Yeah, that's a good idea. Right. I might think about that."
Yeah, and apparently he is thinking about it. He's proposed he's proposed that this could happen, but whether or not it will, who knows? But it's a really good idea, and I think Elon would probably do it, right?
Yeah, he said he would.
Yeah, so I'm into it.
He's only got a couple other things going on. So
Elon?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. What does he have going on? What's going on?
He's got a space program to worry about.
Oh.
He's got a car company he's worrying about. He's got a brain implant company he's got to worry about. That's it, though.
Didn't they announce they've done their second person now,
the guy is doing
loving
great.
It?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So was the first guy.
Yes.
Something went wrong, and then they fixed it, and I think he absolutely
a bunch of wires got disconnected, and they had to go in and rewire the stuff. But the second guy he's playing games and doing some other things that he never was able to do before. It's incredible.
It is incredible. Eventually, I think the goal there is to eventually allow them to walk again, right, with that implant.
Well, yeah.
I think down the line. Yeah. Obviously, we don't have the technology yet, but someday they think that with this implant, you could maybe make a paraplegic walk again. Wouldn't that be something?
It would. I mean, they if you could have the implant and along with the there's some company that makes these suits that some of the paraplegics were wearing, so that they're able to walk with this. It's like almost like a robot suit, around your legs and stuff. So I mean, if you could do that along with the implant,
be incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. Be really something. And then yesterday, it was a pretty big day. Wasn't it SpaceX with their guy?
Yeah.
Where the civilians did the space spacewalk?
Well, the billionaire, he paid for it. That was his deal. I mean, it was through NASA and SpaceX and the Dragon rockets and all.
But he really didn't do a spacewalk. I just want to make that clear. He poked his head outside the vehicle.
They went up to his knee. He went up past his knees outside of the capsule. Are you kidding me?
Where did he walk?
Look at this.
There it is.
Look at this right there.
Look at that.
Look at that.
That's a spacewalk.
That is spectacular.
Thank you.
Look at him.
And see, what's different about this actually is that then he did that for like 15 minutes and 10 minutes, and then he left, and the girl came out, and she almost went as high as he did. So I mean, it was.
Wait, what's with the left hand? What is
I know that's
is he playing with puppets or something? What's going on?
But the problem is that
wondering.
they all are exposed, down in the capsule, because that's what made this actually different. Is that they're all exposed.
Hold on.
No, but they're tethered. They're tethered to the craft.
Hold on, Jeffy. You're at a party, right? You're this guy. Is he allowed to say, yes, I did a spacewalk?
You're damn right he is.
Oh, yes, he is.
He?
You're damn right he is.
I did a spacewalk.
He does, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You poked your head out the vehicle.
See, I don't know how you say that at a party where it sounds cool. So I went to outer space, did you? So what was it like?
That's cool.
I poked my head out of the...
I came out of the capsule. There I am.
Look at that.
There I am.
It's a capsule that I paid for, by the way. Yeah. There I am.
How much did that cost? How much did that cost again?
Oh, yeah, $19.95.
Almost $20. Oh my gosh!
That's pre-tax.
Wow. Yeah, that's pre-tax. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah. And
so it was over $20.
Yeah,
Well,
with the fees and.
Do we actually know what it really was?
I don't recall the number.
I mean, it's got to be hundreds.
So hang on a second.
Millions.
So now, put it back up, Joe. So now in this guy's office, he's got a picture of him holding his hand limp-wristed.
I don't know.
Look how cool I am. You can't even see his face.
Deal there. Why are you doing that?
He's in space.
Hold up. He's doing that because he's testing.
They're testing stuff.
No.
And they were telling him
That's
what to
ridiculous.
do.
No, I paid for this. I'll do what I want to do.
No, that's not.
But you can't really do that.
No, you can't.
So
they did not stay tethered and leave the capsule, though, which was a little disappointing.
Have any of you guys seen the movie Passengers?
Yes.
With Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I want this guy to do.
Oh, we're not
what
there
Chris
yet.
Pratt
We're not
did,
there
in that,
yet,
where he
Pat.
tethered himself and then he shot himself out into space
Oh,
as
cool.
far as the tether would go,
Wait, hold on,
and
this
then
isn't doing
pulled
it for
himself
you?
back.
in. Yeah, well,
That's what you
remember
should do.
the first space people actually when they did that, when we actually did that back in the 60s some point, right?
So this
where
isn't
they
doing it
tethered
for
him
you.
out, and the astronauts were sick. The suit wasn't made right, and that's what these people were doing, was testing the new suits.
Okay, well then I
making
get a
sure
discount.
that it was right.
Then you give me a discount. If I have to work for you while I'm up there,
That was
then
part
I'm
of the
not-
deal.
I'm not
yeah,
paying
that
full
was
price.
part of the deal.
I mean, the suit definitely looks different. That's not the NASA suit, that's for sure.
No, it is not.
And that could be anybody. I could just
Yeah.
hang that up in my office and tell my friends, "Yep, that was me."
And they would believe you.
It's not big and bulky like the NASA
The
suit.
No, it
NASA,
is not.
yeah. And
So that's
most of the
interesting.
testing that they were doing was to see how SpaceX suit handles
Yes.
the whole no gravity, the
Correct.
no pressure.
Well, how are they going to know? A guy was
the-
hanging on for dear life, wasn't even
Right.
doing anything.
The whole all four of them were being exposed.
So for how much it costs, neither
$20.
Isaac or SpaceX are disclosing how much
The exact
he's paying
amount.
for.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It could be easily figured out. There's hundreds of millions of
Oh
dollars.
yes. Oh, absolutely. And plus, with the delays that they had, definitely
fuel.
cost them a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something
it
that
is
most
not a
people
cheap
could
process. No,
could afford.
No.
because he went up before.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yeah, Isaacman went up before. He was in one of the first ones that went up. I think in the Blue Origin. With Bezos, I think.
Oh,
And then he hooked up with Elon. I think that's right. I'll double check that.
interesting. So Elon didn't hold that against him that he went up with Bezos.
What not if you drop in hundreds of millions?
he
of
wrote a
dollars?
check.
We're good.
He
Let
wrote
me
a
see the
check.
You and I are good.
Okay, yeah, you good.
All right. Well, good. Okay. Fabulous.
That's cool. That's cool. So what's the timeline Elon said? We're going to be on Mars?
4 years.
4 years from now.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he said.
Oh, I didn't hear him announce that.
Okay, he said 2
We're going to be on Mars.
He said 2 years. 2 years, we're going to send
vehicle.
unmanned vehicles to Mars.
To Mars, okay.
And then within 4 years, we're going to start with depending on how that goes. And he's saying that if that goes well with landing and the trip there, then in 4 years we'll start sending manned.
What was the 20-year thing?
And so 20 years is actually building.
We live there.
Space moon.
Build,
Yeah.
yeah.
We live there.
In 30
and stay
years,
there.
we have an NFL expansion team. Is that right? 30?
It might be 35.
35. Okay,
Don't
so,
be ridiculous.
So Elon is 53 years old. So
Okay, so in 20 years, at 73,
I hope
we could live on the moon, on Mars.
Yes,
that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
We'll be actually interplanetary then. We'll be
Here's the thing.
multiplanetary.
That's not going to happen. It will not happen.
see this guy, wet
It's
blanket
not gonna
central
happen.
over
No
here every
kidding.
time. Every
No
time.
Sorry,
kidding.
it's not going to happen.
He
can
wasn't
dream that
walking
it's
in
gonna
space.
happen,
He just
Pat.
came out of the capsule.
It's not going to happen. I mean, we might make it to the surface with a manned flight. We're not going to live there.
So
Okay.
that's where you draw the line.
But that's where I draw the line.
The landing the person, that will happen. But
Yes.
colonizing it and making it.
No.
Okay,
That
but
will
in
not happen.
1980, if I had said to you, hey, one day you're going to be, sending pictures from one computer to another in movies and watching TV
I said,
shows
yeah,
and movies.
that'll be cool. That's what I would have said at the time. I would have said, yeah, I foresee that as well, is what I would have
What'd you
said.
say? All right.
Yeah. But then if you would have told me, but we're going to colonize Mars within, let's say, 2050, and I would tell you no.